Next video is P3 Bristleback. Alrighty, starting items, Quelling Blade, Branches, Tangos, Gauntlet, which is probably going into a Soul Ring, and 2 Mangoes. Pretty standard. Alright, so again, we're not doing anything crazy, no invade, posture for the rune, came up mid, pump fake, which made me waste my sentry. It was a good play on his part. There we go, stop. Okay, so you did put the Soul Ring in your quick buy. Seems pretty standard. I imagine it's going to be Soul Ring into Vanguard. We'll see. Good block from the Grimstroke, then you take over, and you miss it. Okay, so yeah, just gotta left, right, back and forth. Alright, get behind the wave and go for that. Okay, so you attacked early and you missed that last hit. You can't even see what you're doing. You're standing on top of the creep there. Alright, still got nothing. Get a double quill. Okay, that works. Not good. Eat one of those tangos as you do this fight. You should be tangoing as you're fighting this. Yeah, eat that? Okay. With a tree, that's fine too. Alright, good deny. Okay, you kind of pump fake that. You missed the last hit for no reason. Alright, chase. Okay, you had a magic stick. Oh, free range creep. Okay, so you're missing a lot of last hits for no reason. So you're kind of walking around. You did have a good dive on the PA, and if you didn't have that magic stick, that would have screwed him. But you're standing your character right on top of the creep, so you're not giving it any space. Your health bar and kind of your cursor are covering the health bar of the creep, so you don't really see what's going on. You're kind of guessing, and then a lot of times you're walking around and you're too far away from the creeps, so you're missing a lot of last hits and some of the denies that you should have. And if you're between the two, try and prioritize the last hits, because you do want a little bit of farm to sort of bully the PA out of lane, because the PA is going to get his farm anyway, even if you'd have to really kill him like 3 or 4 times to make the denies, not worth it if he just sits in lane and tries to leech XP, which isn't going to happen. So really prioritize the last hits, and then you got to work on that timing a little bit. Maybe it's like the Bristleback animation you're not used to, or something else. Alright, so now you're out of mana. You got a couple pieces of your Soul Ring coming. Quill. Okay, so you missed your chance there. So while he sabbed the PA while he was standing in the lane, that was your chance to throw a Quill, and then you would have canceled the sab. Good deny. Okay, so that, if you're going to do the thing where you stand there and you do a schizophrenic dance where you cancel your animation to try and get a last hit, that works if you're trying to last hit the same creep that someone else is trying to hit, or you have nothing else to do and there's no threat of any damage and you can't right click anyone else. So in that case, you completely ignored denying the creep on your left to the top in order to basically sit there and spaz out for a second to look cool. PA wasn't about to right click that creep either, so you didn't have to like time it absolutely perfectly. The tower hits are extremely slow. You don't have to have probably a 5 millisecond accurate reaction to last hit it in between the tower hits. They're flying in so slow that you could probably dance around the creep and still CS it before it gets there. So try not to do the spaz out movement unless it's for a reason. If you're contesting a creep that someone else is also trying to spaz out and right click at the perfect time, okay, that makes sense. But in that case, you could have repositioned and denied that creep and then still gone for your last hit. Your courier's not on the way, so apparently you're hoping to get the entire Soul Ring out before you send the courier. That's something. Alright, it's a good pull. Okay. What are you doing? You just what was that? Okay, so you walked up, you CS'd correctly, you got your kill, and then 4 creeps were hitting one of your creeps, and so you could have stood behind it to deny it. PA was in XP range. PA was trying to throw the dagger or whatever to try and get the last hit. There's no downside to you standing behind that creep and last hitting it to deny it. So I'm not really sure why you decided to like walk down and just like leave it completely. So let's watch that again. Alright, so there's your range creep. You're coming up on that. You prep it early once, that's good. Then you hit it again. Perfect. You get the last hit. Now, right here, all these creeps are hitting this guy. PA's in the area. He's going to get the XP from this creep. So you want to deny this one. And for some reason, you just walk away. There's no courier close. You don't have to like walk back to get to your courier. Right here is when you should be standing right about at this tree to turn around and try and last hit this one. Even if you don't get it, okay, fine. You may make PA waste mana on a dagger to try and get the extra damage in or whatever. But it's worth the effort. But right here, yeah, okay, so I hear the animation. So PA did actually throw the dagger anyway. She didn't need to. She could have just Quelling Blade that tree and walked up and hit it for free. But you being right here does absolutely nothing. So you really want to deny that last creep, or at least try to. And then continue to pull these creeps back, and then maybe pull PA with you, so that PA is less likely to go for your Grimstroke, who's doing a side pull another hard camp for you. You want to keep PA's attention here in the lane so that Grimstroke doesn't suddenly find himself 1v2 because you're standing out here in the lane and both these guys are diving Grimstroke from the top and the top left. Alright, now you have your full... Okay, so you've bought the entire Soul Ring, it's in your stash, and you're still not sending the courier out, and I'm not sure why. You should have a hotkey for this. I don't know if you've got like a mouse with multiple buttons or what you do. For me, it's easy. I just tap a button on my thumb, but even if you don't have anything and you're just using the button, you know, click this button over here. See, for me, it says mouse 5, and bring these items in your stash. The longer they sit in your stash, the worse it is. I don't know what it is that you think you're going to buy afterwards. Now that you have 38 gold, you know, you're way far away from a salve. It's probably too late for another set of tangos. Maybe you're hoping for one mango, but again, that's like another 50 something gold away for whatever item it is that you want to add. You need to just bring the Soul Ring out. Okay, so you kind of walk to the side for a second with that creep wave and then walk back. So that would have been an excellent spot. That was an easy last hit for you. That would have been an excellent spot to loop the creeps around. So let's just back up here a little bit. You're right here. Your other creeps are way down here by the tower, so they're not going to meet in time. So you've got a nice, back damage reduction, but it's not, ridiculously great. You are a little low on health. You want to stay within range of this XP up here because these creeps are going to kill the neutrals, and the neutrals are worth a good bit of XP. PA is within range of that camp. You're not. So PA has already cleared out their wave. PA is going to be within range of these creeps, which are her enemy, your ally creeps, and within range of the neutrals. You're missing out on the neutrals because you're staying here for these creeps. So you have a couple options. You can pull this creep wave to your tower and you just lose out completely on the neutrals. Maybe you're trying to give it all to Grimstroke or whatever, but you need to be within range. And you're also going to reset the wave because once you pull this wave down and your tower starts hitting these creeps, then your next wave is going to push back up. So instead of the next wave of creep equilibrium ending right here, it's going to end somewhere up here in this dark area where it's close to PA's tower and you're going to be playing riskier. So what you should do is you should loop. So right here, as this is happening, you should walk this wave over, you should walk it down here and then come back up, bring it over here, and then just float it through here, walk through the trees and come back. By the time you make this silly arc, this creep will die. See that there's like a red hell bear smasher or some shit up here. So you're going to get the XP from that because you're going to be about here when that creep dies. You're going to loop these around. The creeps that are down here on your map are going to then move up to about this position. And so then the creeps are going to end right here outside of tower range. So like tower attack ranges, I don't know, something like this. And then your creeps and their creeps are going to end right here. And it's going to be perfect positioning for you. So you will have added a free neutral camp's worth of XP and you will have given yourself perfect equilibrium for the next wave so that PA and Lich don't feel safe coming this far forward to try and contest you on last hits. Or if they do, you and Grim have enough space that you can run them down before they get to the tower. Alright, Grimstoke throws the Inkswell way too early, doesn't get the last hit. Okay, you're gonna miss that one because you can't see it behind the tower.
Oh, that is too
okay,
good.
there's one. Good. Good. Alright, so now these creeps are going way up, and looks like they're in their small camp for some reason. Alright, so get behind the wave. So right there, you stood there and you did nothing. That was your chance to get behind. So we'll talk about that here. Alright, so these creeps are coming up. you are threatening the PA and you want to build up stacks. You've got enough mana, you want to bully her out. The PA does have the wand, but you're not the kind of offlaner that just wants to sit here and slowly get your own farm and not do anything. That would be like a Dragon Knight. You know, you're just sitting there, you're unkillable, but you're also not really much of a threat unless someone else shows up. With the Bristleback, you have the ability to bully the PA out. PA doesn't get a whole lot stronger. It's not going to scale particularly well. So right here, you standing on this side doesn't help. You do start to curl around to get the last hit, and that's correct. You want to be playing this whole lane from about this position. So like this is the line here, and then that's the line of their creeps. You don't want to be in this area. You want to be kind of in this box, because this way you bully the PA out. So if PA comes up for a last hit and he wants to try and last hit this creep right here, PA has to come up in these creeps. He's going to aggro these little creeps to hit him. This is now getting messy. And you're going to be standing right in his way here so that you can throw probably 3 quill stacks for the PA to get that, plus your 2 right clicks, because not only are you sort of paying attention to the health bar on this creep right here, but you're also throwing quill stacks off cooldown to try and nuke the PA out of lane, because you've got a level advantage. You're 3, he's 2, so you're 50% stronger than him spell wise. You should be roughly. That's not exact, but close enough. And so you got a good advantage in spells, and you want to bully the PA out, and you want him to not even get any last hits. Or if he does, he has to throw daggers in and try and hopefully, snipe something with a dagger from long range. But you should be getting basically all of the CS here, all the last hits and all the denies. And the way you keep PA from feeling safe is by standing in this area. So all you do is run back up, hit this creep, run back up, deny this creep, and then stay in this offensive box. This is kind of like a denial zone for you. It's more common with heroes like Mars or something, but you can still do it on the Bristle, especially against a PA in the safe lane. Alright, so you canceled an attack on the PA, you started to swing at him and then decided not to. Alright, you could have... So in a moment like that where PA has more damage than you on the range creep, you need to combo your right click with your quill spray to get it. So you can basically double nuke the creep with your right click plus the quill, and that will give you enough that you can outlast hit the PA, because otherwise the PA is going to be able to dagger that or hit it, and you're not even going to get a chance to swing at it. Like on that range creep, you didn't even try. Alright, you're getting dove, so you should run sideways a little bit when you get dove like that to try and keep them close. Okay, good. Run him down one more time. Okay, that's not bad. So he's got no life. You see, and that's really good. So the way you bullied that PA out was really good, but you could have done that by yourself in the 1v1, even without the Lich there. It's better positioning, and you would have had him starting much further down. Now you kind of have the creep equilibrium way up here, and then PA's just going to stab him. He's going to be 100% health right in front of his tower, and you've now used all your mana. Okay, so that was probably an unnecessary quill there for that last hit, but whatever. You're not using your soul ring well, and by well I mean at all. So soul ring no longer gives you the health regen, so you can't just use it as a passive item anymore. I mean, you get armor, you need to be in PA space, but you're not using it for sprays. So I'm not really sure why you bought the soul ring, unless you're just following a guide. But you really got to do something with it. Okay, good deny. Bringing these back, you're going to lose the range creep when you do this stuff. So the problem with what you're doing now, and this is fine, you've just given up on the other half of the wave, you're going to lose this range creep for free. So he's just going to deny that, and you're taking basically half, because this is 3, so 3/4 of the creeps, but 2 of them are kind of fucked. So you're basically taking about a half strength wave into your own wave, and again, you're probably going to pull it too far. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully you stop early, and then this wave is going to die faster than yours, and then it'll push back up. So in this case, you actually want to stick around and then wait till the range creep denies, because you'll still get a little bit of XP if you're within range, but being this far away, this is too far, and you're not going to get any XP at all. So you're sort of losing your very early advantage. Okay, so you're there, you're doing your thing, you block. Okay, so you can keep moving, you don't have to stand perfectly still, but that works. Alright, good last hit. Good. Good. Alright, something's going on over there, don't worry. He's already fucked if that happens. Like, your ability to help here is nothing. Okay, level 4 goo, I understand that, but you guys aren't playing for that. So you guys aren't playing where Grimstroke gives you the ink swell and then you go in on somebody. He hasn't slowed you for a dive attempt once, and so the way this lane is going, you should not have goo. It's the right skill build for a lane that has kill potential, but the way you guys play, you have no kill potential. Alright, so you got another set of tangos, kind of interesting. Alright, keep running away. You're giving away these creeps for free. You're playing really scared, and I understand that. You're not using your soul ring, so I don't think you've actually popped the active on the soul ring since you bought it. And so, if you're going to do that, I wouldn't even buy the soul ring. Just forget what the guide says. You know, some people are doing it. It's like Ghost Scepter on supports that don't know how to use Ghost Scepter. If you don't pop it, and you don't ever use it, then the stats you got from the item really don't justify the price, and you need to just go straight into Ring of Health. Because if you just had Ring of Health, you wouldn't be playing scared like this, running away from your own range creep secures. You would be able to stand there, get your own range creeps, and then you know, keep up in XP. But now PA is basically beating you, even though you had a great early advantage because of how scared you're playing and how much money you wasted on a soul ring that you're not using at all. Alright. Yeah, so this lane is a terrible combo the way this is played. So the Grimstroke should really enable you to dive, but it's not happening. Okay, right here. This is your dive time. I don't know what's going on, but alright. Alright, so there's no Inkswell coming in. I'm not sure why. So he did throw the Stroke of Fate, but he didn't Inkswell you, which is unfortunate. And you were kind of low to start that fight. You popped the Soul Ring, but I don't understand why. So you were low in that fight, and you know you probably went into that tower with about 400 HP, so you're about at half. And the thing is, you can't get the tower to hit you, so you need to not try and right-click the PA and get the tower to aggro to you. You need to be just throwing your spells so that the PA is taking too much damage from the creeps and probably 3 sprays of quills, probably from this mango. You probably could have gotten 3 sprays, and then, let's see, did he have stick? Okay, so he popped a stick, so he was even lower than that. So if everything goes well, if you get the Inkswell from the Grimstroke, the Stroke of Fate in, plus you don't Soul Ring and take out 170 of your own life, which I think was a mistake, and you pop the Mango for mana instead, then you spray him 3 times, the creeps are running around, you A-click the creeps, the tower attacks the creeps, and so you're not getting hit by a tier 1 tower. You probably either kill the PA or completely bully him out of lane here. Maybe you even kill the Lich. But the way that was played, I think everything kind of went wrong. You took aggro from the tower, you didn't de-aggro by clicking the creep, you didn't get the Inkswell, and you used the Soul Ring instead of the Mango when you're already so low health that you basically helped PA kill you by taking out half of your life so that PA only had to dagger you for the other half. Alright. So I take back what I said about wishing you would use your Soul Ring, because in that case, that was the one time to not use your Soul Ring. Oh, that's funny. Alright, you got your Ring of Health, you're going to come back full, so you should be able to recover here. Still got good CS, you're about 10 up on the PA, and that's from early levels. Really want to see you guys do a combo. Did he get the right spells? Yeah, he's got Inkswell and Stroke, so you guys should really do an Inkswell, Goo, Slow, kill here. If PA is not within range of his Lich to blink away, PA just dies, and I don't understand what's going on. Like right here. Okay, yep, well, he Inkswells himself, that's fine too. Alright, good enough, good enough. Slow, go. Okay, now he's gonna get the Lich. Oh, throw it, where's the damn Stroke? There you go. Good stuff. Okay, so that worked out really well. He didn't have the Lich to blink back to, he had to blink back to the creep wave, but you guys took care of it. Deny the creep, stop going for this, whatever. Okay, I don't know why you're attacking this catapult. So in a situation like that, you just killed the PA. The Lich is kind of hanging around somewhere. You don't really know where. It doesn't matter too much. The catapult is excellent for holding creeps in place. So this catapult is not attacking your tower, and these creeps are very slow to kill catapults. So they can sit there and just poke at it for like a minute or something ridiculous. That's perfect for you because you don't want to shove this lane in. Excuse me. PA is coming back in 10 seconds. The Lich is here in the area. So if you shove this wave in, you're not going to like kill the tier 1 tower. Like it's way too early for that. You don't have some sort of ridiculous, overwhelming lane combo where you're going to take the tier 1 tower at 6 minutes. So you do not want these guys shoving in. Your catapult isn't going to be able to get up there and knock it out. You don't have a rotation or something. And so killing the catapult is just a waste. It's better for you to deny this creep, both of these creeps die, the catapult's still alive, and then the catapult starts hitting this wave and you can start denying these guys. So the whole creep equilibrium starts pushing back towards your tier 1 tower. Because remember, in this lane, you don't want to play in this area. This is terrible because if you and Grim dive here, PA starts here, realizes he's getting dove, and starts running back here, and he probably ends the gank about here underneath the tier 1 tower. Whereas if you guys have the creep equilibrium out here, you dive him here, 2v1, PA starts running, and by the end of the gank he gets to here, and you guys actually run him down and kill him between 2 slows and your minus armor and all those spells you've built up over time. He's running, you're still casting spells, he dies. Whereas if you started here, he runs, you're still casting spells, and he's under the tower and maybe he lives. Either someone rotates, the Lich saves him, or just the tower armor bonus regen is enough and you guys start taking hits. But this is a mismanagement of your creep wave right here. Good to see you using your soul ring though. I'm not really sure. Wasn't paying attention as to how you use it, but that's good. Okay, so you're bringing the lane through. Don't right click that. So if the Grimstroke is bringing that lane through, you do not want to right click it. You want to bring it all the way back. Stop quilling. So you are nuking this wave for absolutely no reason, and that's extremely bad. So this wave is what your support is pulled through. You've lost control completely of the wave up top here. So this wave is pushing a tower. You're getting good damage on the tower, which is excellent because he's pulled this creep wave through, and it's just going to free hit, but you can't hit with them, and you can't try and deny these creeps. What you want to do is you want to bring these creeps back, and again, like I was talking about, walk this loop over here. You tried to walk over here and pull it into the hard camp. That was a really good idea. If you could have done that, that would have been fantastic, because then you could have farmed the hard camp and the creeps. Because there was no camp here, though, you need to not hit these creeps, keep them alive longer, loop them back, and again, reset the equilibrium right on the top of whatever this fucking Tinker face thing is. It's like right over Tinker's fucking eyes. It's like his fucking eyebrows right there. He's got a big ass golden or orange unibrow right here. So I think I think the tower's range doesn't fucking show me. Okay. Well, either way, the tower's range is somewhere in this area, and so you want the creeps to end out here so that the tower can't hit them because the tower goes to here. The creeps start fighting here. PA comes up, and then you and Grim swoop in and get this kill here. And that's the best possible thing for this lane. You nuking a couple extra creeps here with your quill spray when, again, you're using more of your mana than you want to. You got 280 out of your 400. And yeah, I get it, you got a mango and a soul ring, but you still want to have full mana when you dive this PA, because when you start diving the PA, you're probably casting each of these spells, ideally like 5 or 6 times. And then if the gank for some reason doesn't work, then you're out of mana because you've already used half of it trying to kill creeps. You should not be using your quill spray or your spell mana of any kind to nuke creeps here that aren't under threat. You know, sometimes you need to use your mana to secure a creep when the enemy player is about to deny it. Like I was talking about earlier, you should double tap your quill spray, or you should double attack a creep with quill spray and your right click to out CS the PA in lane. But here there's no PA. No one is trying to deny this creep. So you taking these creeps down to 60% of their health is just terrible overall for your lane. Because again, you bring these back here, this creep wave dies, the next creep wave comes up, and then the lane resets probably about here, and PA has enough room that he can escape into the trees or back to the lich or something. Alright, enough of that. Yeah, you're just gonna right click these creeps. Alright, interesting, good. Kill attempt. Cut your way through, so that's a little bit of a mistake. We'll talk about that in a sec, if that works. Okay. Nope, you need to get out now, but alright. What are you TPing for? Okay, so that's interesting. Alright, so we'll go back and we'll start with the Grimstroke here. So there's one minor misplay, which wouldn't have been as big of a deal because the Grim was already basically dead, but you could have gotten him one spell sooner. Alright, so this all's happening. You're nuking these creeps. Your support goes on their support. You think that the kill is good, and so you start heading over to help, which is fine. you have a magic wand down, which is really late. It was a good idea for the lane because of the combo, but you should have had this magic wand early if you wanted to go for it. Alright, so he's going to get this kill. Now what's going to happen here is as this Lich comes off his stun, he's almost definitely going to run back to the tower because you see that the PA is up here and he's TPing in to help. So what you want to do is you want to cut him off. The Grimstroke has the slow and he can throw that one time. You have a Quelling Blade. You want to cut up through the trees here because your Quill Spray has a bit of a range, so 700 units. So you can Quill Spray there around you. What happens here is... Oops, where's the damn... What happens here is, here's the Lich right now. Lich is going to run this way. You end up running over behind him, try to catch up, and you go all the way around the trees and you follow him in. The ideal path here is you run up to here, you cast your first Quill Spray as soon as he's within range of your circle, and then you cut up. You use your Quelling Blade to kill one of these trees, I think it's this one right here, and then you Quill Spray again right here, and that gets him, and a right click, because not only are you throwing your second Quill Spray, but you've cut him off because he's coming from the left, you're coming from the bottom, and you can actually right click him sooner. But instead, you're going to chase him all the way around the trees. So let's watch that. Alright, right click, that's great. He's going the other way, so the Grimstroke actually moved to the right to cut him off from going to the right, which is smart. Alright, Lich is running up, you get the goo, great Quill Spray, and now you need to cut this tree right here. So the tree you're supposed to be cutting is this one right here. So you've got your first two spells, you cast this one, you cast this one. He's clearly going this way because his creeps are here, his teammates here, his tower's here. Grim is on the right side, so he's basically ruined the right side escape path, and you want to get your second right click right on the outside of this tree. So run up through here, cast your spells like you did, cut this tree, cast your second set of spells, and then right click him as he's coming into you. Alright, that's enough of that. Alrighty, the stroke misses the PA, that's unfortunate, but you still get the kill here. You end up using the goo instead, which is kind of interesting. Alright, now you're going for the PA, that's good. Right click, goo, right click again, quill. Yep, quill, goo. Oh, excuse me. Good, right click. Now at this point you have to decide whether you're going to commit, and if you're going to commit, you stop right clicking. Because you're starting to run, you're starting to fall behind. Alright, there's the goo. What's the PA's stick? 11. So he's got actually a lot of stick charges. Right, you see the two TPs coming in, so at this point you can see both TPs. You see one here, one here. At this point I would have bailed. I don't know why you sort of dance the circle here, but seeing both heroes TP in is kind of a clear warning that this dive is sort of over. You can go out to the right or you can go bottom, either way's fine. You have the option of going to the bottom because again you have that Quelling Blade, you never used it, so you could cut this, excuse me, you can cut this tree right here. So it's either this tree or this tree, either one works because there's an empty gap here, and you cut those two trees and you get out. Tower range is about like this, or you can walk this way. The problem is walking backwards gets you to safety slower because then you have to walk back and then back around. So ideally the play here is you go straight through. Lena is TPing here, the puck is TPing here, straight away, or you cut down, you get out of tower range. And I would have gone down because it's slightly shorter because of where you are in relation to the tower. You would have gotten out of the tower hits the soonest. But here it looks like you're going to stay, and you actually double back for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay, you're still going for the kill on the PA, which is not good. PA is about to kill himself if you get one more spray. And you go for a TP. The TP is a huge mistake here. So you lost your chance to get one more quill. If you die for the PA kill, that's worth it. You might have seen the PA's wand, and you might have realized, okay, I probably don't have it if he pops the wand. But you did stay in the area for too long anyway, so you should either run out or try and suicide and get the PA kill. Because if you trade for PA, then that's good for the team. If you run away, then you're fine too. Lena and Puck both have a way to cancel your stun, so I don't know why you thought you could TP out in the tower. It's not like it was a Viper and a PA TPing in where neither one has a stun. Both Puck and Lena, I don't know if you were paying attention to the icon here, the little hologram tells you what hero's coming in, so there is absolutely no way that this TP was going to work. You needed to keep running out and then try and get away that way. because no matter what, one of them was going to land their stun. And it turns out they just used both. Alright, so that's unfortunate. And at this point, PA is probably going to start getting away from you. Alright, good kill there. You're watching this. Okay, you're still top net worth. 200 ahead of PA, that's really good. Probably by the time you get back to the lane, you'll probably still be about 100 net worth ahead. Oh, no, you don't have your TP, you have to walk. Huh. You're actually going to lose your lead. So PA is 100 something gold behind you, and by the time you get back, PA will probably be at your level or better. Okay, looks like your Grim might be dead, unless he jukes. And he does, jukes fine. Alright, you're going for a Vanguard. Walking, walking, walking. 29, your gold lead is dropping a smidge, but it's not bad. Okay, so good thought. Okay, missed a freebie there, but alright. Good deny. Yeah, so the magic stick is late. At 8 minutes in, coming to the lane with the magic stick is too late. Why are you quilling this wave right here? So I guess you're thinking that you're going to shove this wave in, and the problem with that is your support isn't here. And so once you shove this wave in, you have a couple options. You can go to the jungle or you can dive past. If you dive past, you risk being killed again, and that would be terrible because you just died a second ago. You don't have a support, you don't know where their supports or their cores are, so they still have 2 people here, and if you dive, you're going 1v2. And if you go to the jungle, then you're basically cleaning up the camp, the one camp that you think has already been cleaned up by the PA, because PA just shoved all the way into your tower and then backed out. So chances are PA is already farming this jungle area, which means when you show up to it, it's not going to be there for you. So you're sort of making it worse for probably the next minute or so by nuking this, unless you rotate yourself. Okay, your support comes back, someone's out position behind him. Oh no, 2 people, so they're not really out position. Good spot for you to dive though, dive, dive, dive. You should be going for them right now. Okay, if you get the stun, that'll be really nice. Okay, fantastic stun, stay on him. This is really good. Keep throwing those slows and quill sprays, don't slow down. Oh man. Okay, so the PA doesn't have TP, so I don't know what you guys switched for. So I'm just going to pause right there before I see what happens next. You guys went on the PA at the stairs. The PA doesn't have his TP scroll because he channeled TP, Grimstroke's stun interrupted it, and then he started running away. He goes into the pit, probably for a deny, but the thing is you used your quill spray first, which is fantastic, because then Roche aggroed to you, not PA. So PA's going in the pit, trying to deny himself, but Roche is walking past PA to come out of the pit to smack you because you used your quill spray. At that point, you should continue to dive in and kill the PA, because the PA is like 2 hits away. For some reason, you guys then changed target priority, and now you guys are going on Lich. And yeah, great, you got a Lich kill, but you gave up on the absolutely free kill on the PA to kill the P5. And now I can see on the minimap, without even seeing you guys check the pit, which is clearly obviously empty, as soon as you changed aggro and went for the Lich, PA was like, oh, I'm fucking getting away for free, and then he can either continue to deny himself to Roche, which, isn't that great, or he just runs out the other side of the pit and then runs away like he's doing, and you've given up a free carry kill. So that was extremely poor target priority. I don't know why you guys decided to do that. I don't remember the voice comms, what was being said, or if you guys called it, or if that's just naturally one hero disappeared off your screen, so you just started hitting the other one and forgot about the one that was important and almost dead. But that was really unfortunate, because that would have been a huge kill for you guys to get that PA. And as you continue to chase the PA, Lich isn't going to give up and run away. Lich is going to continue to try and slow you down, so chances are Lich is going to die anyway from all the other quill stacks, and if you see the PA gets this far away and he's really out of range, then you can turn around and go back for the Lich, because Grimstroke has his spells coming up in a couple seconds, and the Lich isn't going to be able to outrun these spells in the next however long it is. So probably before you killed the Lich, it was probably like 8 seconds on this, and probably like 11 seconds on this. So the Lich was dead either way if he stayed and continued to save the PA. But the chance to kill PA, which was extremely high when he runs into the mouth of the pit here, was worth continuing to dive after him. So that's really unfortunate. You guys had a great chance there to shut down the PA's game. And now he just walks away for free. Okay. Does PA have phase boots yet? No, he went treads. Okay. Alright, probably another minute of this. We'll say the lane stage is out. Okay, so you just wasted that hit. You just walked up and smacked that creep for nothing. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, so you're coming up to this wave. This creep is getting hit. You can deny this. PA is somewhere in the area because you saw him walk up. So he's probably hiding here, waiting on a salve. Early. Way too early. I don't know why. I actually don't think that creep took any damage. So it looked like you may have tried to CS a creep that was being glyphed. And you gave up the deny there. And of course, if PA is within range of this creep, which I think he might be, then yeah, so he's right here, then you gave PA free experience for nothing. So you really got to deny that creep when nothing else is going on. And again, this isn't the best time to shove this wave in. And if you want to, it's okay, but you can spare the extra quarter of a second to hit this creep, especially since they glyphed and your right click on this creep wave did nothing. Alright, so you're gonna start spamming quill sprays. You're using the soul ring now, which is good. Okay, secured. Secured. Okay, got them all. Good. Now run in the tower and you need to help and then pick up the next wave. So yeah, right click move, right click move. This is excellent. You're on the right side of the tower, which is correct. And you want to grab the next creep wave as it comes in. A click this creep, get the aggro off you. Okay, or not, just keep it. Whatever. You've had boots in your stash for a while, so I guess you're waiting on... Okay, so you bought the boots, and I saw you buy the boots at the end of the last fight. You've got more than enough gold to buy everything in your quick buy, so the boots and the entire magic wand setup should be on its way to you now. I'm not sure what else you're going for, but I don't think you know either because your quick buy ends here. So you got to be quicker on the courier movements. As soon as you buy something and you don't have enough money, or you've bought everything that you want for the moment, send that sucker out. Because the lack of these boots is hurting you trying to run down PA. You guys have great slow with the Grimstroke, but if you don't have boots, it's such a huge speed advantage that the Lich slows will keep you away from the PA, and it may let the PA jump away when he uses the Blink Strike to get back on the Lich. So you really want these items coming out faster. You're delaying your courier purchase a lot. You did the same thing on Soul Ring, and now it looks like you're doing the same thing now. Wrong creep, but okay. Okay, so you could have killed that creep for free without using the mana, but whatever. Yeah, this moment here, this is when you should be buying these. You should have another button on your mouse for buy what's in the quick buy. Okay, excellent. You're stealing someone's stacks. This is fantastic. Alright, at this point I think laning is probably over. So this is good here. You guys have pushed the creep wave all the way into the top tier 2 tower. That's excellent. You're stealing the enemy's stacks. That's also excellent. You need to get these items out, but whatever. And it looks like the rest of your team is coming up to kind of posture with you. So you're giving up on the bottom tier 1, which is correct. We'll talk about this in the macro strat. But everything else, as far as the macro strategy, looks good here for your lane. So this is absolutely perfect as far as the end of the laning stage thinking goes. Alrighty, and we'll talk more about the macro movements in a separate video after everyone's individual laning games.